Dirwich, agus volto go di mochinia. Tá sé finach go lore. Anyways, let's play some pathetic puzzle games. Today we're talking about Yoshi.
Ah yes, a game simply titled Yoshi. Whatever you think that would look like, you're wrong, it's this. Released in 1991 and 1992, depending on where you live, this game was made by the Pokemon developers. That's right, the people that created one of the biggest sensations in modern history. Well, this is one of their first games. I don't know about you, but I can sleep easy now. It's funny, outside the United States, this game is called Mario and Yoshi, and as you'll see in a minute, that is kind of a more fitting name. Because Yoshi's Island came a few years later, we're using the original design of Yoshi here. And let me just say that the Super Mario World Yoshi looks so weird. He looks drunk. Also, he looks kind of feminine. Which I guess makes sense, he lays eggs, but...
Yoshi's a male, but he's laying eggs. Scares me a little bit.
I don't know, man. Also, why does this game exist at all? Who came up with this idea to take Mario and Yoshi and decide to make a falling block puzzle game about them, but put it only on the NES and Game Boy, not on the SNES, where Yoshi came from? What? Who? When? Why? Nintendo. Now's the part where I explain how the game works. Here's how it works.
Okay, so I don't even really know what's supposed to be happening here. I just know there are shapes and I have to do things with them.
Okay, so the base of the game works like this. You play as Mario down here. You can move him, and by pressing A, he switches the two plates that he's holding, sort of. Basically, you're selecting columns with left and right, and then you press A to swap the columns pieces. Other pieces are falling from above, and you have to get them to fall on top of a matching piece in order to get rid of it. Now, the reason this game is called Yoshi is because of the Yoshi egg mechanic. Every now and then, the bottom of an egg will fall. There are two ways to get rid of it. Now, one, you can play the game like you have been doing and just get rid of it with another bottom part of an egg, or a top piece will occasionally fall, and if you line that up with the bottom piece, it will both get rid of everything in between it, and get you more points by creating an egg. In fact, the best way to get points in this game is to stack a bunch of pieces on top of the bottom part of an egg, then enclose it and crush all those pieces with the top part of an egg. It sounds complicated, just look. There, does that explain it? I can't do it. Now, this gameplay loop is really fun. I don't know, it's addicting, I love it.
There are two modes to this game. An endless mode, which is exactly what it sounds like, and a level mode, which is exactly what it sounds like. I tend to lean away from endless modes in games, so make of that what you will. Let's play some B mode.
B mode introduces the only real flaw I can find with this gameplay. When you're done clearing things in B mode, you'll sometimes get in this little loop of just waiting for the right pieces to fall. But it's manageable, and even that's kind of fun, so whatever.
Don't you just love the NES trying to emulate SNES graphics? Just, love it.
Let's talk about the music. I love this soundtrack. I don't know why it's so good. It has no right to be. But it is. I've used it in my videos before.
You see, it has the same sort of syndrome as the Tetris C theme. At first, I didn't really care for it. In fact, I kind of thought it was weird. But then afterwards, it grew on me, and now I love it.
Listen to some of this stuff. Also, for some reason I find the second track in this game kind of beautiful. Why is this game so good? This game has no reason to exist, and it's kind of a stupid concept, but this game is so good.
I unironically play this on my Switch, like, in my free time often. It's just really addicting, it's fun, it passes the time, and... well, I guess that's all a game really needs, isn't it?
Also, multiplayer mode. The second person plays as Luigi. The multiplayer mode is basically racing someone else at the regular B mode. There's no way to take damage from the other person. It's basically just the game ends when somebody clears their board first or the other person loses. So
there isn't a computer option in this one, so I guess I'm just stuck imagining how it would feel to play with another person.
I am pleasantly surprised. I don't know how this happened. How did it happen?
So, what do I think of Yoshi? I think it's one of the most underrated falling block puzzle games of all time. Which I realize isn't saying much, but nobody talks about this game, and so I'm glad that I did. Schlong.